So I swear to God, I've actually broken my tripod, so instead of painting, which I thought I was going to be doing this morning, I'm actually walking around through Bideford High Street looking for another tripod. And who knows how long this is going to take. Fantastic. So as far as I can tell, there's one more shop, and that's the North Devon Hospice, so let's check that one out. Well, I have exhausted every charity shop in Bideford, so the only thing left to do is go to a bakery and buy a nice bun. So I think there's one possibility, and it comes from this one. There was one in a shop down the road that was exactly the same, but a mini version. So the top would fit, the tripod bit would actually fit, if I could work out how to take it apart. So that's what we're going to do after I've eaten my ice bun. Oh yeah, very nice. Woohoo! 7 charity shops later. Bideford's on a steep hill, so I've been up and down the shops. I'm sweating, but I've done it. There, fixed it. There it is. Look at that. It's perfect. So new tripod ready. I can actually go back out now and attempt to do a bit of painting. Hurrah! Plus got a nice bun out of it, which is very cool too. I went into the shop, I said to the lady, have you got any tripods? She said, well, we've only got a small one and I expect you want a big one. Yeah, so I did my proper carry-on impression and I said, oh, don't we all? Anyway, let's go paint. Hi, welcome to another episode of Lewis Art, and I am at the Kenwith Valley Nature Reserve, which is actually in the town where I live. And I didn't know about this place, remarkably. And it's just down the road, so it's very strange. Tripod is repaired, we're ready to go. So let's crack on. I really like this view down in here, but it is so boggy here that it's just sinking into the mud. I don't know if you can see that particularly well on the camera. I think that would be a real problem. So as much as I like this place, I think I'm going to have to just sort of remember it for another time, take a photo, and then head on and find somewhere else for today. Somewhere it's a little bit drier maybe. Now actually, a little bit further back, I found a tree and a higher spot that's it's a bit drier. There's more grass here, it's less mud. I could potentially stay here. I'm also under trees, so if it rains, that'll probably help as well. Now the thing about this is, you know me and paths, I like paths, and here's one perfectly set up for me to look at. I don't want to be on the path so people can walk past, but I can use this to lead me into that picture. Plus there's the stream on that one side, so on the side there. So we've got the path, the stream, this tree, and then behind it, that little bench there. And we do as well, I guess if I lift it, we could put it this way and have a little bit more sky going on. So I think something like this is potentially what I could do today. So I'm going to take a photo on my phone and then just have a look. Now it's really overcast today. There was a little bit of sunshine trying to poke through, but no real light going on. So a little bit perhaps under that tree. So it's not perfect, but you know, it's an interesting spot, and I think this might be where I'm going to stick with. So I'm going to take a photo, and then I'm going to take a photo on my phone and start thinking about the values. And then get an easel out and go for it. So using my phone, I'm able to look at the sketch there to really get the values right. And now I can sort of get out my easel and sort of mark all that in. So here we go. So I'm literally just going to start off with white and black, a bit of thinner in there just to kind of give it a bit of a wash, and then sort of mark in the darks and lights, and then sort of mark in the darks and lights, and then sort of take it from there. So here we go. So I'm marking in the tonal areas now. It's just starting to come together. Put that first black line in. I actually put that in way too dark. I don't know if I'm going to be able to rub that out, but it's going to be roughly something like this. This area here is actually quite interesting because that is dark through there, but that is also where the bridge sits, and the sort of some of the brighter green, the lights coming in from behind. So that section is the section that's going to light up and be the center point. And actually, looking at it, it literally is the center point. But so just need to be a little bit aware of that. So I'm going to just stop and look for a little bit longer at it before I start thinking about where I'm going to work in first. Do I work in with a sky first and then work from there, or should I add the green in? What we're looking at is, it's quite interesting because this is kind of, that bit in there is the sort of backdrop. This line across here, this is the foreground with the bridge, and it's quite bright in here, and so that's going to be a little bit darker behind to bring this out, I guess. Then there's the tree shade, and then there's just the grass coming through with the path moving forward, which probably needs to swoop a little bit more down this way, so I can adjust that. Hedge on this side, grass verge going around. It sort of goes up and around, and then cuts around that bank there. So I need to just correct that. So it's about there, I think. So that's where the grass bank is going. And then you've got light on this side coming in. This is just hedge in behind. This probably cuts off more like that. I might do that because it angles it in this way. Then you've got this angle coming down here as well, angling you into this area here. So I want somehow to lead that into this bit in there. That's the plan. Let's go for it. So I'm just going to mark in with some titanium white, ultramarine blue for the sky. Not too blue, I guess, but we'll give it a go. I think the rain may be coming too, so oh dear. Crack on. So there you go, there's the sky in. I've dropped it down a little bit in between as well, because obviously there'll be sky holes and things which, you know, I can possibly work in and around rather than just adding in later, which is why I've kind of just fill in this area a little bit. Yeah, there we go, sky in. Anyway, after all that running about, I think it's time for a coffee. Cheers. So that's a darker green in, just sort of smudged in there. Next step, I would imagine, I think I'm going to mark the tree in and start to think about that path a little bit. Because that's the darkest dark, so the lightest lights is the sky and a little bit of reflection off that path running down through. Might go there. Not sure for a second. I have to think about this. So actually what I've decided to do is start to wash in some of the green. I'm going to use cadmium lemon and the little bit of black that's already worked in there, and start to and a little bit of iridium here, just start to work in just a bit of green, just to see where we're going with that. So let's give that a go.
Want us to pose?
Hello. Yeah, sure, go for it. Did she just say, do you want us to pose, and then further down the line say Starkers? I think she did, didn't she? Love it. So now, just with my sword brush, I'm just putting in a little bit of more cadmium lemon in this lighter area here. I'm trying not to take that bit of shade out of the equation though. So just sort of mapping it out around that. It is quite light in and across here now. So I'm going to just add a little bit of the titanium white in there to lighten that off a little bit, particularly around the edge of that shaded patch there. So, like so. So, just marking it in, using the cotton buds, something like that. It's just coming up here. I think that yellow mark that I've done, I think I need to put a little bit more in there as well actually, because that's the, unless I don't, and then I just hammer that bit out. But it comes across here, it's quite thicker in this area here again. Then you've got this sort of thicker area here, and then it sort of thins out across the top here, and there's another area here, and then we're into a slightly different tree bush there. Yep, I think that's it so far. So let's get some colours mixed up to put in for that tree. So I've just mixed up some yellow ochre with the black that was there, just to give me the first sort of line of, let's just mark it out, see what it goes like. Something like here. Probably gone a bit too straight, but if I go again. So that's the line of the tree. There's a few other bits and pieces just to kind of think about colour wise that I'm going to just drop in behind here. Now there's quite a bit of orange in there, but it's almost like that. I'm just mixing up a little bit of burnt sienna just to kind of give that slightly more reddish hint running down through there. So I'm going to mark the bridge in. So to do that I'm using burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and a tiny little bit of black. So now I'm just trying to get the green right for the water. I think it is quite. So I tell you what I could put in just before I do go. What I haven't done, what I need to put in is the trunks of the trees at the back. So that's why it's not looking quite right, because it hasn't got that sort of darker aspect to it yet. So I need to just sort of drop those in. So a bit of a mixture of colours going on, but it's sort of these sort of bits here. So there's a trunk there. Does that look right? I'm not sure that's dark enough. Might have done that a bit too thin after all that. It's probably too dark. One trunk there, and another one heading up through there. Let's make sure we got that looking. Not sure that quite works just yet. I think I might need to problem is I've thinned off the brush, perhaps a bit too much here. Well, maybe not. So if I leave those there, I can sort of think about those, tidying that up a bit in a minute. Maybe I don't want it to go, this one sort of does go down, but I don't necessarily, no, that might be a bit better. If that one pushes behind there, that's a bit better. And then obviously a bit more foliage kind of dropping in behind. Yep. Once I finally got here, it's actually been really enjoyable. So yeah, I'm going to stop there, take it back to the studio. So here is the final painting. This is about this is the point I've got to with it. I've come back and continued to battle on with it in the studio for a bit longer. That is available for you to watch. It should be in the corner somewhere about now. And it has been a challenge. You know, there were times when I thought I got this right down here, and then it came and went again. I've lightened it up much more than it was. I've gone down the route of these more sort of flicked brush strokes to get the leaf effect, which I actually quite like, and I think that's something I'll pull out more often in the future. Maybe haven't quite still got this patch right, but it's where it's gone, and obviously I've cleared this area here so it feeds a little bit more. The shade's still there. All in all, you know, it was a nice day out. I enjoyed coming back and having another go at it, and a bit sort of trying to build it in a little bit more. And it's one that I'll be happy with, and I can put away now, leave it, and then come back to it and look at it again in a few months' time and see how I feel. But so yeah, quite pleased. Not the worst painting I've done, that's for sure. So in truth, this was one of those paintings where it was a case of, you know, I just had to get out and get it done, because I'd not been out for a little bit. I was feeling a little bit low. Difficult sort of period of time. The winter's always hard for me anyway, and I started to think, you know, I don't know if I can be bothered to do this, and again, so that's always the important point, where it is actually a case of cracking on and getting it done. So I'm pleased that I've gone and done it now, and I've managed to put out another video. Thank you to everyone who's made some nice comments recently, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this or any of my other videos, there are a number of ways you can support me in the future. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And now you can even donate on my Buy Me a Coffee page. As you can see from my new videos, I love coffee. But your donation will do more than just keep me full of caffeine. Every donation will go straight into buying new art materials for future projects, so your help will be truly appreciated. It's easy to use. Simply follow the link and you can donate as little as £2 to help out. Feel free to leave a comment, and there's even a link to my website. Your support really does go a long way to helping me to create more art in the future. Thanks.